Hello, beautiful human, and welcome to this 15 minutes yoga practice. My name is Letitia, and I'll be your guide today. So when you are ready, come into a seated position, either kneeling or in a cross-legged position if that's more comfortable for you. Start finding some softness in the body and tune into your breath. Taking some deep inhales in and out through the nose. Letting the body soften even more with every exhales. And start bringing some gentle movements through the neck. Making small circles in one direction. Keeping the link between the breath and your body. Making these circles as small or as big as you wish. And then gently bring the neck back to center. Then bring your left hand onto the mat and start drawing some circles with your right arm. Big circles here, reaching forward and then circling around. Just one more of those. Deep breath in. And then exhale to release, this time the right hand onto the mat and start drawing circles with the left arm. Making this movement mindful, linked to the breath. And then slowly come to center. Find a few circles through the shoulders, bringing the shoulders up as you inhale and dropping the shoulders back and down as you exhale. Slowly reversing the direction, staying here for another deep breath. Open the knees as wide as the mat and walk your hands forward, releasing the forehead and the chest towards the mat, finding your child's pose. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, walk the hands over to the right side, pressing the left hip towards the left heel. Finding center with your next inhale. And as you exhale, walk the hands over to the other side. Finding that nice deep stretch through the right side of your body. Inhale and find center again, back into your child's pose. And then slowly roll all the way up, coming into tabletop. Start finding some gentle spinal undulations. As you inhale, slowly push yourself up, rounding the upper body. And as you exhale, find a slight back bend, pushing the hips back towards the heels, finding child's pose. And again, inhale to bring yourself up. And as you exhale, send the hips back, finding a couple more of those spinal undulations, moving at your own pace with your own breath. And then coming back into your child's pose before making your way up again into a tabletop position. Walking the hands forward this time, keeping the hips up and pressing the chest towards the mat for a puppy pose. Releasing the forehead onto the mat, perhaps onto a block if you need to. Or maybe going a little deeper into the shape and bringing the chest all the way down onto the mat, resting onto your shin. Let the breath flow freely and naturally here. With your next breath in, and come all the way down onto your forearms for a Sphinx pose. Letting the pubic bones drop into the earth, shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, slowly twist the upper back towards the left side. Inhale to find center, and exhale, twist to the other side, letting the gaze follow. Inhale to find middle, and exhale, lower all the way onto the mat. Bring the hands close to your chest and press yourself up into your cobra. Exhale to lower down and inhale to press back up. Finding a few more of those gentle undulation through the spine. Take a deep breath in to push yourself up and exhale back to your child's pose. Inhale to come on to all fours and exhale, send the hips up. Find your first downward facing dog. Maybe a gentle pedal through the legs here, keeping a deep bend into those knees. Eventually swaying the hips from side to side, just finding any movement that feels right for you now. And then find stillness in your downward dog, deep bend into those knees, just for one deep breath. And then slowly walk your hands towards the feet. Grab the opposite elbows and gently let yourself sway from side to side. Let the head be heavy here. Gently release the fingertips onto the floor. Inhale for a halfway lift. Keep the spine nice and long. And exhale, come back into a forward fold. Again, inhale for a halfway lift. And exhale, deep bend in the knees, fold forward. One last time, inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Slowly walk back to your downward facing dog. Perhaps keeping a nice deep bend into those knees. Then gently drop the knees onto the floor, back into a tabletop position. And this time step the right foot on the outside of that right hand. Finding a low lunge and start making some circle through the hip. Nice and slow circles here, finding some opening through that right hip. And then let the right foot roll to the outer edge, finding even more opening through that right hip. Gently come back to that low lunge and extend the right arm forward before drawing some big circles once again. Inhale to lengthen the arm and exhale to draw the circle. One more time here, deep breath in to open. And exhale, keep the fingertips reaching back and perhaps grab your left foot with your right hand if it's in your practice. One more deep breath here before releasing that shape and opening the left shin behind you, sitting onto that left heel. And with your next inhale, bring the left hand on the outside of that left hip and extend the right leg to find your gate pose. Inhale to come back to that initial position and exhale to extend right arm overhead. One more time. Lengthen the whole spine, the leg and the arm. And then slowly bring both hands to the back of the mat and find that low lunge on the other side, so stepping the left foot on the outside of that left hand. Finding those circles through the hips. Nice and slow circles to find some opening through the left hip this time. And again, perhaps letting the left foot open, rolling onto the outer edge. Finding one more deep breath where you are. And then we'll keep the right hand planted into the mat and start drawing the circles with the left arm. Inhale to reach forward, and as you exhale, draw a nice big circle. Last one here. Keep the arm extended towards the front of the mat and perhaps grab this time the right foot with your left hand, letting the hips drop towards the mat. One more deep breath. And then slowly release the stretch, both hands onto the mat, and let the right shin open behind you, sitting on that right heel. Right hand comes onto the mat, extend the left leg, extend the left arm overhead, and then come back to that seated position. Extend and exhale to come back. Inhale, finding length one more time. And then plant both hands at the top of the mat, finding a tabletop position. Tuck the toes in and lift the hips up for another downward facing dog. Again, finding a bit of a pedal through the legs. Maybe a gentle sway of the hips. Before coming back into a tabletop position. We'll find a few cat-cows here, so as you inhale, open the chest forward and arch the back. And as you exhale, push the flow away round the spine, gazing towards the knees. Inhale to open the collarbones wide, perhaps lift the chin up, and exhale to round. Link the breath with every movement, as always. Move at your own pace and with your own breath. Just one more breath here. And then slowly come into a cross-legged position. With your next breath in, slowly sweep the arms up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, release the left hand onto the mat, right arm overhead, finding a side stretch. Inhale to find center again. And exhale, release the left hand onto the mat and right arm overhead. Back to middle, both arms overhead. And this time, the left hand comes on the inside of the right knee, right hand behind you for a twist. Inhale, find center one more time. And exhale, twist to the other side. Finding your middle with your next in-breath, arms overhead. And as you exhale, release the hands onto the mat and walk them forward. Finding a nice forward fold here, letting the head and the neck be heavy. Inhale to slowly walk the hands back towards you. And as you bring the spine upright, start to shake. Shake the limbs, shake the arms, the hands, the legs. You can even extend the legs and shake them, shake everything. Let your body move. Let the energy move throughout the body. Shake everything here. Perhaps taking a few exhale through the mouth. Let everything out. And then very slowly come back to center, come back to stillness. Bathing into that renewed energy, perhaps feeling some tingling or a sense of lightness. Gently bring your hands onto your heart here. Taking a deep inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. And again, deep breath in all the way up through your nose. Let the chest expand. And exhale to sigh it out. Bringing your hands to prayer in front of your heart. Thank you so much for sharing the practice with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. You can remain here in silence for a little longer if you'd like. Otherwise, you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you next time.